Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of The Outer Worlds. We're going to try and make our way to Cascadia. We've got some information to try and find out regarding Zora and whether she's qualified enough to talk with Sanjar up at MSI. Which means we need to find a signpost. Make sure we're going in the right direction. That's why we fast traveled down here, because we know that there is going to be some direction. And I'm pretty certain when we were heading this way before, this was the way to Cascadia. Now there may still be some nasty critters around. So Cascadia is behind, so Cascadia is this way. Let's switch over to Kenneth's Cradle. Doesn't exactly give us... Let's try that again. There we go. So, that is Cascadia. That's roughly where we're going. Just need to make sure we get there nice and safely. And we can always fabricate some information if it looks like Zora's not going to be qualified in the end. Interesting that this road is here, I suppose. The gunship was actually... Was not expecting marauder bodies and MSI soldiers around the base of what used to be the road. Unless this has been like hastily laid down. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Alright, well, we'll keep our eyes peeled. Hello, you. Pop goes the first Raptidon. Get some shots on this one. Wow, Max really loves going in heavy with that, doesn't he? Oh, it's a big one, right? Okay. Took it out without too much trouble. Probably would have been better to target that one first, but I didn't spot it until it was already way on the move. I can hear more Raptidons crying. Now, the previous one that got killed, did it die? Yeah, it died somewhere in the bushes. Get some Adreno, get some more ammo. Yeah, Magical Soldiers, Manta Queens. Let's get the sniper out.
Easy does it.
And I want to go for that chest to see if it really is a weak point, because we've pontificated about it in the past, but we haven't really acted on it to try it. Oh yeah, that is definitely a weak point. You know what? You are going down. There she goes. We'll just get this thing killed quickly. I love the cinematography. I'm disappointed the Manta Queen didn't have more stuff on her. Ooh, we have some some detritus on the side. Evidence of other fights, perhaps. And yeah, we're really going to want to keep our eyes peeled for stuff like that. I don't see much along here, but there could be other bodies, other combats off to the side. Got another Manta Queen up ahead. Maybe we use the glute gun on it. Just for a bit of variety. Two Manta Queens in close proximity. Yeah, you know what? Let's make sure we use our special abilities on this, but I want to get close enough that we can actually use.
Here we go.
My kind of action.
Come on, go for the big hits.
Huh?
Oh, Max, you got in the way. Almost able to use the abilities again.
I'll take your confession now.
I love the voice lines. They are very cool. Okay, let's make sure everything's reloaded. After too many encounters with mantipillars and mantisaurs, you're not quite yourself when any of the manta family of creatures are attacking your party. I don't think this is worth it. I think the effects are probably fine, but the perks aren't really good enough to justify those three, so we'll reject that. That Mantiquee hadn't got much. This one had a few more things. Okay, everything is reloaded. Let's carry on towards that HR terminal.
This should be fun and dangerous.
What have you seen, Max? Or just the fact that this is the entrance to Cascadia? Looks like there was something here and it's gone and collapsed. Some kind of loading or turning place. Oh yeah, more Manta Queens and stuff. Okay. Come on, turn just a little bit. Give me access to that delicious, delicious belly of yours. That'll do.
May the law have mercy on you.
Bad, huh?
I won't.
It's so dramatic.
Stand up, Captain!
It definitely works.
I can't see. My eyes! Get on!
Ellie's got herself in some real trouble.
No! I don't think that's working.
Oh god, that one's called Stiletto, right? Come on, Max. Where are you?
Never anger a man of the claw.
Right. We are doing... Oh, sorry, it's not called Stiletto.
Pass that armor.
But he's still a big named guy.
Get it off! Let's get past that armor. Ah!
Okay, that one's down. Just keep hammering it.
Oh! Here's a little trick I learned in prison.
That should knock it down for a little bit at least.
Nice hit.
Almost got it. Okay, everyone's gone. That was a fun fight. That was quite intense. We could have switched to our lovely shrink ray, and that probably would have made things a bit easier. But I do like the variety of trying the different weapons out, and I really like the sniper rifle. I kind of wish we'd spec'd into proper long arms in order to get that really nice and beneficial. Anyway, let's put our skill points in. So we are currently pushing up our science. It's going to be at least 2 more levels so that we can reduce the cost of tinkering for science weapons. Yeah, I like it. We're getting there. So we're almost at 70 points. When we get to 80, it's going to reduce the cost. When we get to 100, it will drop it down significantly. It's only going to be another 40% compared with our current one, but that's still pretty significant. Having bonus N-ray damage, I think, is going to be very useful at some point, but I don't know when that's going to be. But we're level 23, so level 23, that'll be level 24. No, it won't. That'll be level 25. That'll be level 27. So level 27, unless we find something to actually give us a skill boost, which I don't think is possible. Alright, well, seeing as we're in Cascadia, let's have a look around and see what's been abandoned. Yeah, I thought his name was Stiletto, but it's Thethno. It's close. Just quite different. This is the giant mad queen that we fought originally. Sounds like there's stuff in the building.
Want to try me?
Don't
Down
mess
they go.
with that.
One gone. 2 gone. 3 gone. Okay, I want to make sure we do this place logically. So we're gonna go around.
This town must have looked mighty grand when it was built.
You take us to the nicest places, Captain.
Rizzo's presents Cascadia employment community. Okay. Let's start. That is barred. Can we get in to the constable? There might be another way in. If it's barred from that side. Maybe from the roof? Because barred kind of implies that it would be openable. I thought we should have been able to get up there. Maybe not. At least not not that way. I think running and jumping from another roof is not likely to happen. Okay, so let's carry on this building. We've already been in briefly, but let's be thorough about this. Whole bunch of stuff behind the bar to grab. A couple of bits as well. I can't believe people leave so much money lying around in this game. Ooh. Pickable door. Riot control armor gold. I am curious. That is not great armor. Honestly, that's pretty terrible. Let's just mark that straight away to be sold. Maybe it's made of gold leaf. Maybe that's why it's got such a low effectiveness. Okay, over this side. Got the cano, of course. Can't do anything with it, though. We have a terminal to have a look at. Maybe we'll be able to find out something about this place. This terminal is the sole property of Blackwood Z. Access by any person other than Blackwood Z is unauthorized. Consult your Rizzo employee handbook for the fines corresponding to the unauthorized access of personal use terminals. Well, let's have a look at the journal. We'll start back in time. Something stinks about these evac prep procedures. I know the Terros are expensive, but shipping them out of here isn't going to be easy. Even the hunters are recommending we let them loose outside the gates. Don't get why we're taking them with us anyway. Someone up the chain must really believe in the project. Alright. And then the next one. I'm copying my meeting notes for posterity. Still can't shake the feeling that they're hiding something. So this is from the town meeting on the 28th of April. Sumner called the meeting to discuss preparations for our imminent departure. And then Pauline, platitudes, assurance that no one is being fired. Explains that the jobs await all of us on Terra 2. More platitudes, top management is very pleased with the project Terra and wants to ensure its assets are preserved. See McClure, so the project isn't being scuttled. And then Sumner replied with no, just moved off Terra 1. Violet asking the obvious question, how will we transport the Terros? Ted, hunters will assist us in safely moving them onto the shuttle. Violet, it was hard enough getting them into the cages in the first place. And then our lovely person said, what about the Raptidons? We've seen more and more around town. And then some assurances from Sumner. Assurances that the Raptidons are not interested in the Terros. And yet, the hunters are saying Sumner, no more about the Terros. Floor is now open to general questions. Cicero asked, how many shuttles are incoming? Pauline, we don't know, but at least one. And the obvious statement, one isn't enough for all of us, plus the damn Terros. Sumner, let's worry about that when the evac arrives. It looks like we're out of time. Thanks for coming, everyone, and keep up the great work. That was a horrible meeting. May 4th, we're fucked. Shuttle landed on the pad. We started moving terror cages. Some of them broke. Birds everywhere. Talons everywhere. Even the clipped ones. Turns out they can run. Who knew? Then the rats got in. I don't know how. Must be a hole in the wall somewhere. Maybe they can dig. Fuck. They were all over the terrorists at first, and then us. Sumner and the other upper management were already on the shuttle. Rats got near the pad. Someone panicked. They left us. Boy, to take their black hearts, they left us. Not a surprise. Then May the 7th. Got a few homes stabilised, but it isn't going to last. Rats are everywhere. They caught scent of what's in the bottling plant now, and they're nesting. We need to move. Going to have to book it south across the bridge. Cordon off half the town. I've been trying to hail corporate, but none of my messages are getting through. I don't think help's coming. Cecily insists corporate wouldn't abandon us, but I saw the shuttle. There wasn't enough room for us and the birds. Someone up there made a decision, and it wasn't for our well-being. Rotten bastards. I make it out of this mess. I'm coming for them. And so you should. Or maybe I'll do it on your behalf. Ooh, is the upstairs is all closed off. We can't even get up there. So this was a planned abandonment and asset cleanse. That's what I'm taking away from this. That's the pipe that we could hear hissing from inside. That doesn't lead to anything special. That's just back at the gate. Okay, so we've done this, we've done that. Let's move up to that central-ish block building, which actually looks like it's several small buildings. So we'll do the edges first. Couple of small things. I can hear some sprats, I think. More Raptidons over there. Yeah, the walls did not last in this place. They've all been torn down. Okay, this central block, can we get into this? Looks like we can open it up.
We got a fight on our hands.
One Rapti down. Two Raptis down. There was a third. Have the team managed to teleport into the next room? No, it's just screaming.
Just that good.
Okay, let's check this place out properly. Doesn't look like there's a lot of lootables. That is a seriously locked door. And there is something in there that I would love access to. Maybe there'll be a key card for it. Got a workbench where we could do some tinkering, but I'm going to save the money until we've dropped the cost for our science weapons. Oh, when the Raptidons got the smell of what was in the bottling plant, that's why they're nesting. So all the stuff I'm carrying is probably going to be a little bait-worthy. A coolant tank, interesting. Bit cartridges. Nothing's really feeling incredible in here, though. Let's just sell what we've already got ready. I would love to be able to get in through that door. What if it's possible to get in another way? Looks like there's a way up there. That might be a landing pad, actually. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be possible to get in there. That's a shame. So that's another thing that needs 150 lockpick to get in. I really want to know what's in there. Okay, we have a little building just here heading towards those raptidons. Another coolant tank. Wildlife Examination Report. A report written by a Rizzo wildlife specialist regarding Project Terror. It lists concerns that the higher than average volume of terror corpses may be attracting local wildlife. Combined with the alluring purple berry aroma coming from Cascadia bottling plant, the engineer worries raptidons may be encroaching ever closer to the walls. Though the walls are theoretically sound, the engineer warns that they're relatively shallow, and that particularly clever raptidons could possibly dig beneath them or find their way into the chemical waste pipes. And I suspect both of those things happened. Okay, I think we should take care of this guy.
I'll keep it down.
Get the
May
hits
the law
on.
have mercy on you.
Fun.
I won't.
Get blinded for a moment.
Yeah.
That's one down. Our skills are unrivaled.
Very nice. Well done, team. And now we get to go through the spoils of war. And I'm assuming this is roughly where things all left. This must be the evac point. That's the only thing I can think with so many bodies around here. And those are all definitely walls. Yeah, because they would have been outside the walls at this point. And then this bit's been breached. Nasty stuff. Oh, it's so annoying hearing those sprats.
He was destined to die.
Wait, these are rabid sprats. Are they aggressive?
Don't mess with us.
They are aggressive. Okay. Glad I shot first rather than questioning how cute they might be. Dead scientist probably died to the rabid sprat. Don't worry, you've been avenged, my friend. Couple more things to sell, but mostly we're going to see what's up on here, which I assume is going to be like a landing pad. Indeed it is. Hey, so we could bring the ship over here. That's kind of interesting. Save a bit of a journey. Probably not necessary because of the whole fast travel thing. But I think this is the first place where we've actually seen two distinct landing pads. What a place. Actually, from on here we can see if we could get on top of other buildings. I don't really see anything worthwhile. Okay, let's carry on our exploration. Right down into the nooks and crannies. Those upgrades aren't going to pay for themselves. So that's most of the town checked. What have we got in here? couple of cabinets, but not much. Ooh. That is a bad way to go. I have questions. Where's the rest of you? Oh, there's more dead bodies. But still, there's so much body left. And the door was closed. I think my questions are going to remain unanswered. That's a big sealed door. That's not going to be opening up. That's all evicted. And I think... we are approaching the end of this section. Okay, well, that is all of this side of the river done. I would like to know how this gets opened up. We might have to come at it from the other side. They did say about sealing off the town completely. So I think we're going to need to fast travel back over. Maybe to the Forlorn Crossroads and then come at it from that side. That's really interesting. Cascadia is actually sealed and divided. Alright, well, I think that's a good point to finish this episode off. So we'll get the fast travel in just so that we're ready for next time. Thank you very much for coming along, everyone. I do hope you have enjoyed this. As always, if you have, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so, and to be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for another episode of The Outer Worlds. See you soon.